Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Morris. I'll be reading from page 252 through the end of the book. Uh-oh, she shouted. What happened? What was that? Basil called out. The water's moving against the ship. It's lifting the ship up. Another jerk, this time harder than the first, sent the boat sliding and scraping along the muddy bottom and lifted it free from the wooden base. The three friends gathered at the bow, staring off into the darkness. Tall weeds, a jungle of obstacles, surrounded them. This is it, Twig yelled out. Everybody man your station. Shar, hang on. Lily, Basil, hold the torch out in front, left and right. I'll take the wheel. Call out directions so we don't hit anything. Floating log straight ahead, shouted Basil. He pointed to the left. Turn that way. Nasty-looking tree branch up ahead. All through the early morning hours, they dodged and meandered their way through the forest of weeds, driftwood, and rocks. Somehow, even as the treacherous branches and debris threatened them, Twig realized that this was his dream, gripping the wheel of the captive and steering his way, returning Shar to his home. He thought of how proud his father would be of him now, confidently guiding his ship through obstacles into open water. Twig thought to himself, sometimes the things we want and the things we love get tangled up in our hearts like bramble when we try to do what's right. He glanced at the dragon. The river air was working like a tonic. Shar still looked frail, but it was encouraging to see him lift his head from the deck and sniff into the breeze and flutter his wings a bit. Lily seemed to read his thoughts. Shar's looking better already, she called out, smiling. Twig grinned back and nodded. The tide, now slowly returning the river to the sea, was pulling them out into a stronger current. The sky opened up above them. A pale mauve dawn emerged in the east as the captive made its way through the last of the river's edge obstacles. The dangerous rocks and piles of flotsam were behind them now. An early morning breeze fluttered its way into the canvas sails. Twig turned the wheel, and the ship pointed toward the dawn. There was a mist hanging low on the river, and tiny dew droplets clung to Twig's fur. Lily moved beside him, handing him a small wild cherry, and he happily munched the sweet fruit. The breeze picked up, the sails billowed out, and the captive danced lightly over the green-gray water. The first bird call of the day, a woodpecker far off in the shrouded woods, echoed across the water. The mist was dissipating. Twig looked at Lily, and she smiled. The river was calling them. Boys and girls, thank you for joining in the reading of Brambleheart as part of our One Book, One School. If you want to continue the adventures of the characters, pick up Bayberry Island, the sequel to Brambleheart. Thank you.